Welcome back everybody into another daily recap of New York session on gold. I know you've missed me, but I never give up. So I've just been studying a lot and I'm back on track. So what we're going to have a look at is obviously gold, and this was during the Asian session. As you can see, we are on a 15-minute time frame and we had this liquidity area, this supply area, which was then respected during Asian session with a very aggressive move on the downside. What it left coming before London Open and coming into New York. So what I was looking at was this liquidity area, supply zone, which left this price level very fast on the downside and left most probably a lot of pending orders, and some supply in general at that level. Okay, so let's start and let's see. This is all happening pre-New York. As you can see, we create a double bottom and we create a support at 1701-ish, and we are coming, this is still pre-New York, we are coming to retest this level. This level has been shot up from the low of this previous very aggressive move of 2 days ago, and as you can see here, left as well a lot of pending orders. So that's this whole demand area has been shut up, and these boundaries, this range has been respected for multiple rejections, as you can see here. And pre-New York is coming exactly very aggressively at this level, but then faces a huge resistance and it even retraces on the back down. It creates a support here around 1704, and then that's where New York session open happens. So we switch on the 1 minute because that's where we started looking at the chart. So as you can see here, this is New York open, and what we are looking at is we have this support on the left hand side, which was very strong on the 15 minute, and we have this resistance on the top side at 1707, which was of course the one that on the high time frame I showed you how many times has been respected. As you can see, clear breaker retests to go on the downside. And as well in pre-New York, price tried multiple times to go above, but it couldn't, and it left a strong resistance. So first of all, coming into New York open, what we saw was that price made tried to go above this PSA directly, but failed, sort of creating a small, this is a small, it's not that relevant, this resistance, giving some sort of rejection, but as you can see, the volume in the chart is not strong yet. We know that especially at 220, which is exactly this candle, we have a rush in volume with the comics open, and therefore we don't know. Yeah, this is a nice rejection at a support. There's not enough volume to take advantage of it, and it's too early in New York open to take any entry. But what I saw was that when the price started moving with volume over here, you can see the volume in the chart, and then very aggressively reacting here. I mean, when the price is going to this level, as per trading plan, which is sell at resistance and buy at support, I was looking for sell. I was not looking for a breakout like a buy here, like a breaker retest. No, not in the plan. So this bullish candle was not a buy, but I was actually looking for a sell here. So when you see that the previous candle closing exactly over there, the very next candle is already retracing. that's where I also thought about entering, and that would be awesome. And I can show you here the sell set resistance, where exactly this. So place here, and the stop loss is intact. The stop loss is above the resistance itself, and it goes 20 pips at least all the way down. Furthermore, afterwards it will go even more. It will go like 60, 70 pips all the way back down. What I was also looking for was that at this previous support, very small support, I was looking for some buys, and I was looking for this candle to get rejected at this level, at this support, to be confirmed that it was a support. I think I also had exactly buys as support. So as you can see, that was the trade idea, and as you can see, is counter trend, of course, but it's still 12 pips. When there's volume and there's a support, the bounce can still be profitable. 12 pips on the upside, and that's it. Afterwards, of course, the main trend was bearish, and we were coming towards the retail sales. Retail sales were at 8:30, so is this candle that shows the retail sales, and of course the first minute can be anything. As you can see here, the same trade idea that was here of the bounce of a support was this trade, still 12 pips, but I was not looking for because I saw that the retail sales data was good for USD, because as you can see, the previous was negative, the expected was 0.8, and it came out 1%, so even better. The same for all the categories, it came out much stronger than the previous report, and much stronger than expected. So at this moment, I think, I don't know if I have the picture. Nope. I was looking in this candle at around here. I wanted to sell with the fundamental analysis, and as you can see, 20 pips more to slightly deep below this strong support, and then jump back up. So what I was looking for next was that this PSA here on the 15-minute is here, shown you here, is very strong, is the liquidity pool that I was talking about right from before New York Open. So we had this top and this bottom. The bottom had basically been respected, and with the fundamentals and with the trade idea of sells directly from there, from this level, I was not looking for immediate buys. But as you can see, the price action, the buys were like in 3 minutes, it covered all the way up 80 pips, 88 pips. So it was very strong. But when the price was approaching here, I was not looking for buys. If I was looking for buys, I would have looked for buys over here at support. Let me just check if I place this matching the 1 minute, if it's better. Not really, it's not really changing much. I would have been looking for buys, but I was not. I saw the sells, and then this one was too fast for me. But what I was looking at, a supply area, is sells. So that's where I'm looking for sells before at this level. And now when the price is retracing, I'm looking for buys, because this was a resistance, has been broken, and I am looking at it as a support, possible support. So that's why I'm looking for some rejection to enter buys. As you can see, even if you entered at the first candle and you had like 20 pips stop loss, you would have been either exactly on point or stopped out. But anyway, the price action was much better with these candles. So this is a nice and strong confirmation candle, because we know that when price, and we're going to see in a few seconds, when the price makes a strong rejection at a liquidity area, it's not directly going down, melting down. it can look like a support being created, but then these small candles are what gives you the opportunity to understand that the price is possibly to go down. So that would happen, and at this same level that was expected before, we have the candle grabbing liquidity and closing strong, engulfing bullish. So this one was another trade idea of buys working, and I'm going to show you what I was looking immediately afterwards. This is it. That's an anticipation of what exactly I told you about. When there's a strong liquidity grab, there's not necessarily, okay, now this is going to on the upside necessarily. Can be that the price will retrace a little bit, retest a level, but here will form a rejection. So as you can see here, now we don't have any single sign of rejection, but having seen multiple times, like here, look at this rejection over here, very strong, retest, retesting, and leaving top wicks at the previous PSA, another top wick, then continues down. I was expecting some sort of this price action. And look at these wicks, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are all showing you weakness of the buyers. Look at the pressure of the cells here and the confirmation. I mean, you cannot, maybe you can sell here, but with this confirmation, for me was enough for confirmation of sell. And as you can see here, this was my prediction, anticipation, and this is what actually happened. It went down, still 12, 15 pips, but then, yes, retrace, but still same price action. Look at every time the price enters this area, the green area, look, the candles that are actually closing above were only one, because this one open here and close below. Weak, big wick, big wick, big wick, and this was the new 4-hourly open at the 9 a.m. made this retracement, grabbed some more liquidity, and then continued down. That's exactly the further trade idea was, okay, this is the same price action. I mean, I have no signs of buys, especially if I know that the new 4-hour can open and just simply give a top wick on the hourly and then continue down, especially if we are at such an important price sensitivity area or liquidity area. Furthermore, I mean, we are talking, remember that we are talking about scalping. So for us, these 20, 26, 28 pips are more than enough for a profitable trade. And look again what happens here. This has been shown to be a strong support in the small time frame. And with this, I was not looking for buys, but look at here, one small candle and then the price goes up. And we're still in the early new 4-hour. Look at this candle. Where are we here? We are exactly at our PSA, strong PSA. So we know that the top and the bottom can give some strong reaction, and this absolutely lovely. As again, candle closes exactly there, goes up, retrace. This is your entry. 10 pips partials, and then you have a lot. 58 just for now, but then the price will continue down. And then here, what we have New York Stock Exchange opening, and this is the masterpiece of today. So we have this price action, we have this small order block being created, and then we have New York Stock Exchange opening exactly here. This candle, very strong bullish, but I have seen multiple times that the price will go there, unless it goes in 1 second over there at this level. There's a very likely, very high opportunity that this top week, this retracement of New York Stock Exchange Open will stop at these highs, exactly there. So that's why I was so confident, cocky sells, that I said, okay, you know what, here, this is a sell. That's it. This is a sell. And this is what happened. This was exactly at candle open, 20 seconds in, and that's how the candle closed. So that's perfect. Of course, it's a high risk because you can enter when a candle closes like this with a strong rejection or further down, but that's how confident I'm becoming with knowing what happens in the markets and seeing these things multiple times. As you can see, these price actions, price sensitivity areas are giving exact opportunities. Very simple. This one is break and retest, end of the pullback, is retesting these lows to continue down furthermore. As you can see here, this is the same. This is the new 10 a.m. open. Again, look at where it's closing. It's closing very strong with a strong projection. I will still say that we're going down, and this is the price sensitivity, the confirmation, candle setup confirmation of the sell, further sells. Look at this candle. You know that a new hourly will just grab liquidity, but already with this candle close, and then with this price action, the candle is already very strong bearish. It's risky because it's live, but you can enter, and that's it. Now price went to grab some liquidity, furthermore at our strong PSA, but the stop loss is there for a reason, 20 pips, and you're safe, and look where it goes next. So this is overall New York session. Look how multiple times the price retraced here. 1, 2, look at this candle, exactly this candle is exactly the same. Let me put something. I don't know if I have this candle is exactly the same as this one, which is the same as this one. So this is pretty standard, and look at how many multiple rejections over there. So very happy about what I saw today in the markets. Still can't trade while I'm working. Look at this rejection, but this is what happened today on the 15 minutes. That's it. Very proud of looking at sells at the resistance instead of keep buying at the top. I'm selling from the top, and this New York Stock Exchange understanding, I'm very proud of it, because this is absolutely coming from back testing. I would have not have this confidence to take this virtual trade on the sells here when the price action is looking sort of buys. No, I know what is happening. This is New York Stock Exchange. It will stop over there, and that's what happened. Okay guys, this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.